All right, guys, welcome to a new episode of the Murray Live and Uncut podcast. And today we got a very special episode because we have my friend here, OtterPoP,
Hello. What up,
special
guys?
guest as my co-host here. And let me give her the floor and let's hear all about you. Tell us all about
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, no, thanks a ton for having me on. This is
No
actually
problem.
really cool. I appreciate it very much.
Absolutely.
So basically I guess I could consider myself a sort of varied content creator because I do a lot of different kinds of content and create and playlists and whatnot.
Yeah.
Especially, games, art. I like to do a lot of forensic and science and history discussion videos. I
Nice.
also do a bit of writing, but a little bit of
Yeah.
a jack of all trades. But here's the thing too is that I have a full time job elsewhere. YouTube is just the side stuff.
Right.
But I do very much enjoy a lot of what I do on my channel, and I pretty much do it all by myself.
Awesome. Yeah,
So,
definitely. I know all about that being a solo creator as myself. I mean, I've
mhm,
had guests and stuff through the years, but definitely solo.
mhm.
And yeah, it's a lot. And you're trying to entertain and you're trying to cover a lot of different topics. I try to do like a variety. So I definitely been checking you out for a while, and I love how you have like enthusiasm and you're always trying to like be entertaining, and I really enjoy that. I'm definitely been checking out your Hollow Knight playthroughs. Would you say that's one of your favorite games?
At this point, I think it is kind of one of my favorite
You
games.
could definitely tell it's a passion of yours.
Oh, absolutely.
Um, Very cool. Would you say you're more of like the triple A type of gamer or indie?
Definitely more of like the indie because like
Yeah,
especially with a lot of the games that I grew up with. Because here's the
sure.
thing: is I have a sister, so it was two young
Yeah.
girls growing up together. So it's not like we were really into like the big AAA type stuff. Like we
Mm-hmm.
did have a PS2 growing up, and we did have a Nintendo Wii and DS, but most of the games that my sister and I had were like the random indie ish titles that you probably
Yeah,
never
I
even
know what you
heard of.
mean. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. But I did grow to appreciate some of the AAA titles, especially as I got older, especially in my 20s.
Okay.
But yeah, I definitely like the indie games, but there are plenty of AAA games that I like too.
Okay,
So,
definitely. Yeah, I like to mix it up.
mhm. Yeah.
And has anything so far this year struck you like, indie and AAA? Anything that's been coming out?
To be honest, I don't really focus too much on like the new stuff that's gonna come out.
Yeah.
There are some rare exceptions, honestly. I'd say this year the only really rare exception is Silk Song.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We all got our
I
radar on that.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
it seems like it's been taking forever for that to come out?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it does kind of make sense because, from what I understand, it initially
Yeah.
started out as like a DLC project and then turned into an
And turned
entirely
to a
new game.
full-fledged game.
Well, not
Right.
to mention, Team Cherry is very small.
Small
Like
team.
they're. I mean, it's like three, four people that are basically creating this giant world and
Yeah,
like doing all the coding, all the music, all the visuals, like everything. So I'm
sure.
not entirely surprised. I'm a very patient person,
Yeah,
so
definitely.
so I'm perfectly fine waiting a little longer if I have to.
And you know that that's going to be definitely worth the wait because they put so much passion into that first project that they're going to try to live up to the name with
Oh,
that new one.
absolutely. Well, especially because with how popular just Hollow Knight became in general,
It really did,
hugely.
and it seems like it's just like bigger and bigger.
Oh, definitely. Even for somebody like me who's actually
Yeah,
much more familiar with like 3D type games and have never really played platformers before. So like
yep,
if somebody like me
yeah,
could grow to love Hollow Knight this much, I can only imagine how
um,
much other people love it.
sure, definitely. Yeah, especially somebody growing up with like Mario and all those, like you said, platformers back in the day, and it's just like how far they've come. Definitely. Um, yeah, so how about like your background growing up like with retro games? Like you said, a PS2,
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, the PS2 was our first
like a
my sister and I
household console?
pretty much. It was mostly used
Yeah.
by my sister and I. My dad kind of played it on occasion, but not really.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, just kind of grew up. I don't even know if they're necessarily retro, but definitely grew up with just a lot of random games. Like
Yeah.
I actually had to make a list of it because I was struggling to remember some of it. Hold on. Let's see if I
Yeah.
can
Go
get
ahead.
where is that
I
list?
know I do that all the time.
I know I wrote it down somewhere because again, it was just so
And
many
then
random
sometimes you
ones.
go try to go back to like the ones that you missed out on. And you
Mhm.
know, you want to see what you missed,
Right.
like with the Atari and all that. And
Oh my gosh, that's from beyond my time.
yeah,
um so there were a couple of like bigger games that my sister
yeah.
and I did play with the PlayStation 2. We played Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh, nice.
We had the Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh,
That
sure.
I really want to play that again. But
Yeah.
we also had a couple of random ones. We had some games like called like A Dog's Life, Shamu's Deep Sea
Oh, yeah,
Adventures,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
some
Sure.
Nickelodeon games like Battle for Volcano Island, and I think Globs of Doom was another one. But like again, we had a bunch of really random stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's what happens when you have like two
Yeah.
young girls that are like 8 and 10 in the household.
Right. Yeah.
So,
How about like Super Nintendo and NES and all that? Like, did you go far back like that, or
we only ever had a Wii or a DS.
okay?
Um, we didn't really have too many games on that front. Like with the Wii, we did have Mario Kart.
The Wii must have been big, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, at the time, yeah. I mean, we had Wii Sports and Wii Mario Kart and like Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games or something like that. But we didn't really have much else besides that. For the DS, I know we had like a Spyro game and we had Nintendogs.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
what kid
Oh,
doesn't have
Nintendogs.
Nintendo? What kid
Sure, had
doesn't have
that.
Nintendogs?
Yeah.
Um, I think my sister also had this like Pet Vet game as well.
Huh.
But which is kind of funny because she's actually a veterinary
Oh
technician
wow.
now. So
That's cool.
that's pretty cool. But yeah,
Very
no,
cool.
yeah, that was pretty much. It
Yeah.
was just about all we had on the Nintendo stuff. It was mostly PlayStation we had.
Okay. So you were a big PlayStation girl then growing up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wow. Now, and do you still say current like PlayStation 5 and all that now, like the current modern systems?
We do actually have a PlayStation 5 courtesy of my sister's partner, but we did have for a while a PlayStation 4 that our dad initially had until they
Okay.
moved. So they just kind of gifted it to us essentially. But
Okay.
we have some PS4 games. My sister loves playing on the PlayStation, especially Assassin's Creed.
Oh,
She's
sure.
really been getting into those games lately. She's playing them in order right now.
Oh, wow. Oh, all of them, huh?
Oh
Wow.
yeah. Except for like some of the random
Yeah. Oh, like the
like
side ones, like yeah, I
yeah,
know what you mean.
yeah,
Right.
like the couple hour type games.
Yeah.
So
Yep. Mostly staying with the mainline ones.
yeah.
Okay.
I want to say she's on Odyssey right now.
Oh, great. Oh, they're great. Odyssey and Origins is like my two favorite ones.
Oh yeah, no, she enjoyed the heck out of Origins. I think actually
Yeah.
Origins was one of her first ones,
Wow.
and then she like tried to move to play them in order,
Just play them in order. Yeah.
pretty much.
Very cool. Very cool.
Hmm.
Good series.
Yeah, I enjoy
Um,
watching her play it.
did you ever were you ever not into a series and then later on in life got into it, like tried it out and liked it?
Honestly, I think actually a good example of that because I grew up with like PlayStation stuff. My
Yeah.
partner grew up with Nintendo stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And he's older. He's a few years older as well.
Different background.
So he like grew up with like all the Nintendo stuff, all the
Right.
Mario, the Kirby, like
Yep.
everything. And what he
Zelda.
oh yeah, well that's actually what he introduced me to was Legend of Zelda games. He initially did it with Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
Um,
big one.
because yeah, no, definitely a big one. Because Breath of the Wild is the kind of game that I kind of like.
Yeah.
You know, like a
Adventure
bit more
open.
open world
Yep.
adventure, a lot of combat and action focus, especially. Um,
Did you spend a lot of time in Breath of the Wild?
Maybe more than 300 hours by this point.
Wow. And I'm guessing Tears of the Kingdom also?
I have not played Tears of the Kingdom yet,
Oh, wow.
actually. I am planning on playing that once I do have a computer that is capable of
Yeah.
of like what's the phrase? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Um like connect like sort of getting my computer to connect with the Switch so I can like record that
Okay.
stuff and stream it and whatnot. But
Capture it and all.
I plan on playing it eventually, but I actually just recently finished Echoes of Wisdom as well.
Oh, nice. Oh, good. Good, nice one.
Yeah,
I
no,
got that through the holiday. Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised with that. My partner was he kept laughing at me because I just kept killing so many enemies with my murder of crows. By the end, I was like, nope, here's 6 crows. I'm gonna be killing every one of the main enemies with it.
And by going into Breath of the Wild, did you ever go back, like, in the retro days, like Link to the Past or Ocarina of Time or anything like that?
I haven't done that quite yet, but I am kind of letting my partner maybe take the reins on that just a little bit. Like
Okay.
he's actually going to be introducing me to a Luigi's Mansion pretty soon,
Oh, that's a good one.
per his suggestion. So,
Wow.
so
I
I,
was
I
a
met. So go
yeah,
ahead.
I was a big GameCube guy, so like Wind Waker, Zelda from that time. They were like my favorites. Good stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, Zelda's always a good time.
Yeah.
Um, any games that are coming out this year that you're anticipating? Indie or
Uh,
AAA?
I think we already went over this question because I said Silk Song.
Well, yeah, other than like that, like any or under
Yeah.
the radar kind of games.
I don't think so. I don't really pay too much
Yeah,
attention to stuff kind of coming out necessarily. More, it's like just waiting to see kind of what happens. Like,
yeah,
because again, I do
yeah.
like to game, but I also have a time on what I have
Right.
loads of other
Sure.
projects too. So,
Sure. Yeah, I know GTA just got delayed till next year, which we kind of figured was going to
oh geez.
happen.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it's supposed to be a huge,
Oh,
huge project,
huge.
isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
And let's see, hit that $120.
Yeah. 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 Exactly. Yep.
That just whacked that
Yeah,
that much money for just
that's
a
gonna be
base game.
crazy. I mean, a base standard game. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, heck, even like 60, $70 is
Oh, it's a
a
lot,
little
and
obscene.
they're saying that basically Nintendo opened the floodgates for that.
I think it absolutely did. I don't know if Nintendo fully realizes
Yeah. Oh yeah.
it.
As soon as they announced the you
Did your
there?
internet crap out on
I
you?
It might have been Zoom. Might have been something
Oh,
with Zoom.
I
All right, we're
yeah.
on. We're on.
Oh, Jesus.
What were we talking about? Yeah, with Nintendo with their price
Yeah.
hike. Definitely.
No, his I think the thing with the price, like casual gamers and stuff, and
Yeah.
people who maybe like for a living, be fine with something like this, but account for loads of families
Yeah.
that would want maybe some game systems for their kids,
Right.
or even people like me. Like I can't afford those prices,
Sure.
man.
Yeah,
And
they're up there.
mm-hmm.
And I guess we'll go right into switch to topics since we're on that already. Are you
Mm-hmm.
excited about that? And what are you looking forward to with the new system?
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I will say too, the price tag for Switch 2 does
Yeah.
kind of make sense. Like a big, screen and like
Right.
increased features, especially with the chat feature. I'm amazed it took Nintendo this long
Yeah,
to implement
yeah, to
that.
catch yeah, right.
But yeah, that at least makes sense. It does look good. I will
Mm.
say that, and
Yeah,
I
it
know
does look
that a
like a
lot of
good piece of
people.
hardware.
hmm I know a lot of people are about. Pretty sure that some parts of it are like pre-orders are sold out already.
Yes. Yeah, the pre-orders were actually kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I wound up getting mine
Which
on the second day
okay.
through GameStop. Best Buy was like a total disaster.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, no, my partner and his brother have pre-ordered theirs,
Yeah,
so I know they're definitely looking forward to it.
yeah. I mean, I know the Switch One was like insane. I
hmm
mean, I go back to I've been through pretty much all the console launches, and the Wii was like the biggest disaster that I remember.
and somehow I still got one and still had fun with it.
Wow. Did you get one actually shortly after release?
Oof, trying to think.
Because that was like
Uh,
really difficult.
yeah. I'm trying to think because that's way far back. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that my family did get it shortly after we moved into our new house in Colorado,
Okay.
which would mean 2008.
All right.
I don't know when the Weavers
Wow.
was released.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
So
definitely around that era.
yeah. So it could have been like shortly or sometime after release. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember
Wii Sports,
exactly.
Wii Bowling was like a big thing, like
Oh my
viral.
gosh, yes.
I mean, huge.
I remember. I think they had tennis too. They had baseball for
Yeah.
sure. They had
Baseball,
golf.
tennis. Yep.
I think they had another one, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But no,
They had like a
my
boxing.
oh yeah, the boxing. That's
Yeah.
right. I almost forgot about that.
Yep.
Me and
That
my
was
sister,
real big.
me and my sister
Oh
like to
yeah.
go at it with each other. It was actually
I
kind
mean,
of
and
funny.
then it went beyond like even people that never even played video games. Like it went to like
Hmm.
nursing homes and like rehab centers,
Oh
and it was
yeah.
like huge.
I don't know if you happen to remember too with the Wii. It was oh gee, it was like a sports resort.
Oh
Um,
sure.
yeah,
Yep.
because for some reason, like I remember like this meditation part of that
Yes.
where it's like you have this candle and you're like sitting
Yeah,
on the
you
Wii
had to be
board
like real still. Yep.
and there was fencing. I remember that there was fencing.
Yep.
Trying to remember some of the others, but no, I
Yes, fencing. Yep.
yep, we definitely had that, and my sister and I definitely enjoyed that as well. But thanks for reminding me about the whole boxing thing from
Huh.
the original Wii Sports because it's kind of funny. I think seventh or eighth grade. For Christmas, my parents ended up getting my sister and I boxing gloves.
Oh, really?
We never used them because
What, for like the nunchucks?
no, like actual boxing gloves.
Oh. Just stick with the
Oh my
Wii.
god. Yeah, well, we definitely had our spats back in
Yeah.
those days, but we never used them ever. I think because my sister knew that I would beat her because I was a little bit taller
Yeah.
and I also was in Taekwondo at the time.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness, memories.
All right. So yeah, so definitely I'm looking forward to the Switch 2 and looking forward to seeing what happens with that. And I know that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are gonna have upgrade patches, so I'm looking forward to seeing what
Yep.
they add to that. Frame rate probably and
I was about to say the based on the previews I've seen, the frame rate looks
yeah,
insane,
yeah, a
like in
lot
terms of the
better.
upgrade.
Sharper textures and all that. So looking forward to that. Yeah, I'll be checking that out on the early day one. Okay. So, how about other than like gaming, what other hobbies are you interested in? Like hiking or anything else like that? Or
I do some outdoor stuff
yeah,
with my partner on occasion. I also have a dog, so dog walking is something
yeah.
we do on occasion as well. In terms of personally, definitely art and writing.
Okay.
I've been an artist and a writer far longer than I've ever been a YouTuber,
Nice.
and those are still activities I hold very close to my heart. I'm a very creative and imaginative individual.
Now I'm gonna put a lot of links of your sites in
Hmm.
my video here. So I know you have a
Yeah.
Kofi page and you
Hmm.
have a lot of beautiful artwork there. I'm
Hmm.
always looking at it. I like one of your bunny rabbits that you put up there not too long ago. The Easter
Yeah.
Bunny, really
Yeah.
nice.
And that's not even my character.
Oh
That's because
wow.
that was actually a commission done for somebody else. That's somebody else's
Okay,
character, but they
that
were
you
like,
took and you drew.
essentially, yes.
Oh wow,
Hmm.
nice.
Yeah.
Does a lot of stuff like come to you like off the top of your head, or you just like think about it or sketch it?
Um, kind of. But let's just
Yeah,
say I have a lot of story ideas.
nice.
Um, and way too many characters. The number is insane. Well, the estimated number is insane. But I have a lot of stories and a lot of characters, and like it's just I'm good at being able to visualize things in my head, whether for writing or drawing.
So a lot of this art then starts off as a story concept, then like a vision.
Most of it, yeah.
Okay, nice. So you do a lot of illustrations then, like
Hmm. No, I do kind of kind of a bunch of different things. Definitely a lot of
okay,
illustrations, concept art,
very
references.
cool.
But I also
Storyboarding or
not really. I don't really do too much storyboarding, except for my comic, which has been
yeah.
going on for over 12 years. So
Wow, it's a
yeah,
long time.
yeah, it's got almost 250 pages now, and it's gonna be going
You
for a
keep
while.
so basically you keep adding to the same one.
Yep, it's all the
Wow,
same story.
wow,
Yep.
that's really something. Um, What are some gaming franchises that you miss that you hope come back? Like, you know, that haven't been around for a while. I mean, there's a ton
Ah,
for me.
fair enough. I think there's really only one that I can, because again, a lot of the games that I played were like
Yeah,
one-off random titles for the longest time. Even almost into my adulthood.
yeah.
But there was one game in particular, uh, was the Legend of Spyro trilogy. I played one of the games back when I was a kid, and I'm not talking about like the original or the reignited games. I'm not talking
Yeah,
about those.
yeah, I know what you
Um,
mean. Like the original, like the before they reimagined them.
Yeah. There was this trilogy of Spyro games that basically formulated a story. I want to say the first one was A New Beginning, the second was The Eternal Night, and the third was Dawn of the Dragon. But
Oh,
it like they did it differently, where it's more like combat oriented instead of like
okay.
puzzle oriented, and it's
Yeah.
it's it's all one big story. Um, I only ever played the second game on like the DS, but the
Okay.
PlayStation had some versions of those. But I absolutely loved, because again, being
Yeah.
a storyteller and a writer and stuff, I
Sure.
absolutely loved the whole idea of there being a story in general, especially one that was encompassing of multiple games. And I would love to play it again, and I'd love
Mm.
to see something like that again. Because don't I know that the reignited games are really good. Like I know that
Yeah.
people love those games,
But they're more like puzzle oriented and
and like kind of like one-offs that like
yeah.
random adventures kind of stuff, but I love the complexity
Yeah.
of that particular trilogy,
So
so seeing
you would like to see that come back like in a form.
that would be cool, or seeing something kind of like it. I know that Spyro kind of made the transition to like the
Mm.
Skylanders stuff, and
Yeah.
Spyro's design in Skylanders does not look good. I'm sorry. It does not
Oh,
look good.
yeah. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
his original design was great. Not to mention too, like in the Legend of Spyro trilogy, like they had so many good actors and actresses in that
Mm.
thing, like from the likes of like Elijah Wood and David Spade and like oh my gosh, what hold on.
Huh.
It's a very well known actor. Hold on, I have it right. Gary Oldman and like
Oh,
Cree
wow.
Summer.
Wow.
Like
Yeah. So,
they had a solid cast.
so to bring all that back again, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about you? What kinds of games would you say
I
you
mean, I grew up, well, see, I grew up in the arcades down the shore.
mm,
So I was playing like Street Fighter, but back in the day, like on the arcade machine,
gotcha.
NBA Jam, stuff like that, like,
Oh, okay.
Tekken, but back in the day. So, one thing that I wish would really come back is like the arcade days, like a lot of kids don't know about that because
Mm-hmm.
they didn't grow up in that era, so it's like
Oh yeah.
lost kind of.
No, definitely.
But there's a lot of franchises that I would like to see come back. Like Twisted Metal, like being a PlayStation girl, you must have remembered that growing up
That does sound familiar, yeah.
with the fighting the cars,
Yeah.
a PlayStation. How about SSX, the snowboarding game?
Oh,
That was one of my favorite. I mean,
oh,
it was big. It was big on like PlayStation, but then it came out on like GameCube for a while. They had SSX Tricky.
you just unlocked a memory for me. I completely forgot we had that game.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
used to
god.
play that game for hours.
Oh my god, so did we.
And it's funny too, every time they would come out with like a snowboarding game, I'd
Mm-hmm.
always compare it to SSX.
Fair
And it's like
enough.
never been the same. So I'd like something like that to come back out. I mean, I know they're bringing the Tony Hawk backs, but they're like
Right.
remastering them.
Right. Oh my god. I remember playing that.
Oh, you
That was
remember that, huh?
I
Yeah.
do. That was so much that was so much fun to
Matter
play.
of fact, I think the first SSX game I had was on PS2.
I can
Was
believe that.
was the first SSX game.
I was about to say, and surprisingly, I think that game had solid graphics for its time.
Oh, it did. It was like really heavy duty back then.
Oh yeah. Holy
Yeah.
moly. You know, of all the time that I've spent trying to remember the games that I used to play as a kid, there were sometimes a few games that I would
Yeah.
forget and like re-remember,
And
and then
remember
that I kid you, that was probably one of the games that I had almost completely forgotten.
that one, and
I
I used
don't
to
know
play a lot
how.
of Ridge Racer, which was the racing game.
I don't think I played that, but I do remember of it.
Yeah, that was big on PlayStation.
Hmm.
And later it came to like N64, but I mean, I remember playing it on PlayStation. Yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of franchises I like to come back, but definitely those were the ones that I miss the most
Yeah.
from my childhood
No,
growing
no,
up.
that's fair.
What else? Let's see. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Now, what you were talking a little bit about writing. What
Hmm.
got you into writing as a kid or growing up or later on in life? Or it's something you always did, even in
It's
school?
just kind of something I always did. Like I was first creating stories and worlds as like a 6, 7 year old, and
Wow.
a lot of my memories of like childhood are
So
kind
that
of
young
vague.
then.
And oh yeah, no,
Wow.
and I'm talking like my sister and I used to use our stuffed animals to like make an entire world and
Oh,
story and stuff.
wow.
I still have that story to this day.
Wow.
But like I just kept creating more and more stories over time. I actually started like handwriting physical drafts of some of my stories in middle school, and then
Wow.
I did even more in high school and continue to do so in college. And I still handwrite my first drafts.
Yeah.
I prefer to do it that way. Art didn't
Yeah,
start.
I saw how you did that with that May
Mm-hmm.
note that you did and how you did it
Yeah.
hand you hand wrote it. That's the
Mm-hmm.
first thing that I noticed was that you hand wrote it, you know? It's like wow, old school, you
Oh
know?
yeah. No,
That's
no,
cool.
yeah. I don't. I
Yeah.
just like writing stuff very
Yeah.
much.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Do you have any personal game recommendations to somebody that's just getting into gaming or
Somebody who's just getting into game because different kinds of
I mean,
games
yeah, different
require
types of
different.
games like
Yeah, like because different games require different like skill sets of sorts, even
what
for those who
platform do
are
you mostly play on? What are you, PC or
like at the moment primarily PC, also kind of like kind of back and forth between PS4 and
okay.
Nintendo
So you
Switch,
kind of bounce around a
a
little bit.
little bit, but mostly
Yeah.
PC. That's
I mean,
kind of
the
but.
one good thing about the PC is like with Steam and all, it's great for
Hmm.
indie games and you know
Hmm.
kind of games like that and underground games and whatnot. And
Oh yeah,
I'm
definitely.
always discovering something on there.
Oh yeah, that's so many different kinds of games on there. Holy moly! Like Steam's library is
Yeah,
absolutely massive. It's
and it's
unreal.
always growing too.
Hmm. But I mean, in terms of game recommendations, I mean, I would frankly like. I know I've talked about it a lot, but I would always recommend
Yeah,
Hollow Knight
Hollow Knight.
to everybody else. It's absolutely
Yeah,
amazing.
that's always like your main go-to, huh?
That is one of my main go-tos. I think.
Are you a
um,
Minecraft player at all? Do you mess with?
I did kind of used to be.
Okay,
I do definitely do enjoy it to an extent.
yeah.
But I haven't played it in a while, but I do have
It's
very fond memories of that
it's
game.
like stress relieving, right? Like I
A
always
little
play it
bit.
when like I want to chill or
Mm-hmm.
me and my cousin, my little cousin, I got him into it. It's actually one of the
Okay.
first games he ever played. And
Nice.
he's like you got to see him now.
Yeah.
He's like 8 now, but I mean he's
Hmm.
building like houses and stuff. But we
Wow.
used to always chill together and build in Minecraft. So it's always like a relaxing kind of a game.
Hmm. Sometimes a game that I often use kind of in my downtime as well as Animal Crossing.
Oh,
Um,
one of my favorite.
even
Yep,
if you just have like 5 or 20 minutes or something like that, just
yep,
hop in my world, just kind of de-stress, talk to my villagers, maybe
yep,
gather some resources, make something new, who knows, like
yep.
just kind of be like, I'm just gonna escape into this reality for just a little bit, and it really doesn't require a whole lot of skill.
Right. I started back in like what was it, City Folk?
Hmm.
Um, and I like going on during like the holidays, like decorating
Yeah.
and stuff, and like you
Hmm.
said, visiting your villagers and whatnot,
Yeah.
and paying Tom Nook money, you know.
That sleaze bag.
Yes, bastard. Showing up
Oh
at your front
jeez.
door. Yeah, good game though. Another relaxing game, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah, Animal Crossing is definitely. I got actually got one of my other cousins into that game too, big time. On the 3DS.
Okay.
But good game.
Hmm.
New Leaf. Yeah,
Gotcha. No,
yeah,
I started
yeah.
with
It's a
New
good game.
Horizons, so
Yeah,
because I didn't get my Switch until like
And what a perfect time
2020.
that came out with COVID and everything, and
Oh,
everybody was
absolutely.
indoors and playing that game. I mean, I remember
Hmm.
that game was big.
Oh, absolutely. It was enormous.
Yeah, very cool.
Hmm.
All right, I guess we could wrap it up. Anything else you want to talk about, or anything you want to plug? Any of your sites or anything? Or
I mean,
I'm gonna put links in.
yeah, because like I got a whole bunch of different sites for a whole bunch of different reasons, you know.
How about any upcoming previews of playthroughs that you're gonna be doing? I know I've been keeping up with all your
Let's see.
Hollow Knight stuff.
Yeah, I've been funny enough, I've actually been introducing my sister to Hollow Knight
I
as
saw
of
that. Yeah,
recently.
been doing some
Uh
co-op with her, huh?
Sort of, yeah. So that ought to be fun. Let's see, because I have a
Yeah.
nice little project management board, a little Trello
Okay.
board. So I keep very good
Cool.
track of like what I've been working on lately.
All right.
Um,
You give us like a little sneak preview.
oh yeah, I actually played Undertale Yellow not too long ago.
Oh,
It
nice
was
one.
requested. Not played through the whole thing, but I did
Yeah.
play like an hour and a half or something like that. So
Okay.
I'm actually working on editing that right now.
Undertale's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Um, Another Plague Inc. video that should be coming out relatively soon
Okay.
as well. I enjoy that one because you know it definitely gets my interest with you know virology and
Yeah.
microbiology and stuff like that. It's
Okay.
and just diseases and epidemiology in general. I kind of love that stuff.
You're into all that. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I'm a science nerd all the way.
It's good too when you can incorporate your passions into other passions, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely. Um, my sister and I actually tried out a new game relatively recently, Ark Survival Evolved.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, tried that out for the first time a couple weeks ago. So
How did you like that?
I did kind of like it.
Yeah?
It's a little bit complex, but my sister and I have also played a lot of 7 days, so it's like
Okay.
that kind of complex, but a different kind of
I mean,
complex.
that's definitely an involved one, right?
Very much so. Yeah,
Yeah. Like a take
but
your
no, it's
time.
oh yeah, definitely. Um, I think uh, got another video that should be coming out soon.
Okay.
I played the original game years ago, and recently decided, okay, to do the deluxe edition now
Okay.
because I have a Patreon, and those are the ones who decide a few months ahead of time who like what I release essentially. So
Oh,
and a lot
for
of
your
people,
Patreon viewers? Okay.
oh nerd. Sorry, let me see if I can clarify. My Patreons decide what I publish on YouTube
Gotcha.
usually. I recently asked them, "Hey,
Yeah.
what am I gonna be in July?" And they helped with that. But this month they wanted it to be like indie
Okay.
thing. And I think next month or June it's gonna be
For
like Red Dead
June?
Redemption 2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because my co-op that for years now. There's like 40 episodes.
Wow.
Literally,
It's like an ongoing playthrough.
mm, oh yeah, no, it's like one through I'm playing, the next she's playing, and then forth essentially.
Wow.
So yeah, that was very fun. That's one of my favorite games right now.
Nice. It's a good one.
Very good one.
Here you go.
Hooray!
Hey.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that was yeah, your screen froze for me for like a solid 30 seconds and then it disconnected.
Yeah.
Oy vey.
Uh, all right. So yeah, so what? Red Dead's coming up soon? In June?
Mhm.
Okay.
I believe so. I'm
All
struggling to
right.
remember the exact schedule right now,
All
but
right.
yes,
So you're like me then. You basically plan ahead then. I mean, at least
yes,
a few months ahead.
yes.
So you have a schedule. That's
Hmm.
good.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Very cool. So we're definitely going to tune in. I'm
Hmm.
going to put all your links in the below, and I want to thank you actually for taking your time and joining
Yeah,
us today. And we had a great discussion, and hopefully we can do it again soon in the future.
yeah. Thanks for inviting me. I'm sorry.
No problem.
I hope I didn't ramble too much. I
No,
do that sometimes.
we loved listening to you. That's what it's all about.
All right. Well, thank you very
No
much.
problem. Thanks so much. Thanks for joining us, and I hope we can do
Mhm.
it again soon.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, OtterPoP. Be well.
All right. Check you later.
All right. Let's see.